Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Dang, this guy's Sabo is going in. Um, Guys, we are in such a beautiful place for anime right now. It's almost as if, and I know I'm not being serious on this right now, but it's as if there is a lot of animators and anime, just enthusiasts that are also big Marvel fans. And with how this all started to come down and break down and stuff, it literally is some in-game type of stuff, but without really, without understanding why they need to go back besides the point of decay in their own universe. What then does going to another universe, bring besides trouble? If you don't even know why or how it's happening, what if someone came to your universe and that's why it started, and now by you coming here, you started it for the next universe? So, oh, there's so much that has been embedded in my mind. I almost feel like someone just came up and poked me in the head and just dropped every single information I practically needed to know about the father and the overall beginning of how this thing started to even exist and why something like the loss was even possible. And that's everything we learned this week. So let's get straight into it. If you don't want to know, I'm definitely going to be into the ultimate spoiler territory with this week's episode if you haven't watched the show. And if you wanted to be surprised, which it kind of wasn't a surprise as much as it was like we probably don't have enough time to have the villain tell the backstory by the time this stuff starts popping off. So let's just give a whole entire episode to the father, and like it's almost as if we were looking directly through the father's eyes throughout this whole entire event. So it pretty much starts off with our three characters from a whole nother timeline, a whole nother universe, showing up. And once they show up, they already have their goals in the works. They already know what they need to do, which is get a portal device up and working. And when they get that portal device up to working, the other two people who aren't as intelligent with the portal device technology is supposed to pretty much ruin other people within the organization, whether it being, making some guy go on a date with one of his employees and she drugs him and ends up, getting whatever the highest degree of like the highest degree of like evil you could do. It was like plagiarism or something he did, and they pretty much just said he did it with a company that's probably, very important, and they just couldn't have him on board anymore. Stuff like that. They got rid of like everybody, and then while they were getting rid of everybody, our guy who is the father of Yuki, the main character, he was pretty much just stuck. Um, Working and grinding on this device. And while that's happening, uh, they're still in the background just keeping an eye on him, watching all these things he's doing. And sooner or later, it starts to become apparent that every day he is being watched. He's being like someone's taking notes of everything that he kind of does or everything he kind of continues to do. And one of those things being a small detail like taking out the green peas in one of his meals, and another thing being the fact that he just, um, he really doesn't socialize. When he does socialize, he's just talking to the people that, really only worry about the portal and his ability to create it. And then on the other hand, you have, we have everything that could pop off with if he, oh Lord, if he actually does not get what they want done. We all know that they'll probably go after his daughter, which the girl who pretty much was noticing the green peas and the girl who would pretty much talk to him for seconds on end, and they really still hit it off and kind of like mesh. For instance, he just hated summer, and she closed the blinds so she couldn't see the summer light or sun beaming in too, and that was just another small detail as to why they kind of like each other or started to grow to like each other. Um, and it all kicked off with her not having an umbrella and him walking her home and seeing what these guys were talking about previously when they were checking her out and getting their meals before him. They're like, "Oh, she'd make a great wife." It's like, yeah, but go check the news about her. It's like, Nani? So of course he didn't do that, and he winds up just giving her a walk home, and people literally go up to her door and write, "Why are you still alive?" and leave the newspaper as of what they believe is her fault. So it was a very, very telling episode of just what is currently popping off, what happened altogether with the backstory of the father, and why he probably wasn't the most ideal parent. Not only that, he created not just one kid, but maybe two kids that aren't even supposed to coexist within either this universe or their own. So they're practically a new universe, which take that in as you will. Like imagine um, the reason why, if you haven't seen like Endgame and all that stuff, I apologize, but the reason why certain characters are inevitable uh, is maybe because they were born in between, time. It's just stuff like that that when you think about it, there's so much you can do with it, and that's why it's fun to theorize why certain aspects are being pulled and theorize why we are going to get what we get as of lately. So it's dope to know that we're going to at least have this understanding and it's going to carry over for the main bad guy, and he already feels like he's been betrayed and uh, did wrong and stuff like that by this guy who was supposed to work the portal, by him going and meeting this woman and treating her as if he's from this future or this universe and that and that. So it's getting really dark. um, I mean, I've seen I've seen a lot of stuff pop off in this anime already, and to think that this is the like the true nature of all of this that's coming to the light is absolutely hype, and I can't wait to see what they do with it at the end of it all. So, with all that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I'm your boy, the Anime G, and I hope to talk to you guys in the next one. I think I'll have like either two videos or at least one more today, so hope you guys are looking forward to that, and I can't wait to talk to you guys later. So with that, peace. I know you guys just saw Sasuke all the way back there proc him with the Chordori. Now watch this.